The Toyota Camry is now in its 9th generation with the all-new 2025 model, with the base model LE starting at just $28,400. The new 2025 Toyota Camry has 4 different trim levels to choose from and now comes as a hybrid-only option. But let's go a bit deeper on this Camry and take a look at the features of the vehicle itself, the cost to own breakdown, how much you need in order to be able to comfortably afford this best-selling mid-size car, some of the available upgrade options, and ultimately, if it's worth the price. So let's look at the XSE trim, which is the top-level trim, and it has a starting price of $34,600. This XSE has 4 different exterior color options that are available included in the price, some of which are only available with the black interior rather than the red interior, but there's also a heavy metal gray, a supersonic red, and wind chill pearl that are an additional $425. Then there's also the 2-tone exterior color options, with the ocean gem and black being an additional $500. And then there's also 3 additional 2-tone exterior color options that are available for an additional $925. And all trim levels also come standard with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, and the XSE comes standard with front-wheel drive, but does have an option for all-wheel drive, which is an additional $1,525. And the new Toyota Camry also has a delivery, processing, and handling fee that's an additional $1,095, which brings the base price up to $35,695. And of course, if we add an 8% sales tax, then that's going to be about $2,855.60 that you're going to be adding in sales tax as well, which is then going to bring the price up to $38,550.60. So now that we have a pretty good idea of what the basic price is going to be, let's take a look at what features are actually included in that to see what you're actually getting for that total cost. So of course, we looked at the exterior color options, and like I said, it does have a black or red interior, but the 2025 Toyota Camry XSE also comes with 19-inch smoke gray and black finished alloy wheels, as well as heated power outside mirrors with integrated turn signals and blind spot warning. The XSE also has black window trims and black rear Camry lettering as well. And it also comes standard with an acoustic noise-reducing windshield. And on the interior, the Camry XSE has aluminum sport pedals, push to start, 5 USB ports, wireless phone charging, a leather-trimmed heated steering wheel. It also has white LED ambient interior lighting, a leather-trimmed shift knob, leather-trimmed front heated seats, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster behind the steering wheel, as well as a 12.3-inch touchscreen display. It also comes standard with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, and it seats up to 5 people and has multiple warranty coverages, including 60-month, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, a 96-month, 100,000-mile hybrid system warranty, and a few other warranty coverages as well. Now let's say you put $0 down and got approved for 72-month financing, which is a total of 6 years, with an 8% APR, then your monthly payments would be about $675.92. And in those 6 years, you would pay a total of $10,115.42 in interest. Your monthly payment is just going to fluctuate depending on your down payment, depending on how much you put down, the APR that you get approved for, and how long you finance for. Now, in order to look at the entire cost to own breakdown, these are of course not all of the costs that go into actually owning and maintaining a vehicle, so there's other things that we have to factor in as well. Things like car insurance, which for the Toyota Camry XSE is going to be about $1,434 a year, which is about $119.50 a month on average for your car insurance costs. But of course, that's going to fluctuate depending on your age, the state that you live in, and your driving history, as well as a bunch of other factors as well. So just make sure you keep in mind that that's going to change depending on a lot of factors. But in terms of gas costs for the new Toyota Camry, the new Camry XSE gets 48 miles per gallon. And if you consider also that the average person drives about 1,200 miles a month, or about 15,000 miles a year, plus the average current cost of gas today, then you'd be looking at about $93.37 a month on average for your gas cost. And in terms of maintenance costs, of course you have the Toyota Care for the first 2 years, but just to go off of the other years so that you can see about how much that would actually cost without Toyota Care once that runs up, then you'd be looking at about $420.30 a year, which is about $35.03 a month for your average maintenance cost. Now, to understand the total cost of the car and what you're actually paying on a monthly basis, because realistically, it's not just the payments that you have to consider. So if we were to add all those monthly expenses together, then you'd be paying about $923.82 a month for the new Camry XSE. And if you wanted to keep those monthly expenses at a comfortable 15% of your average income, then that means that you would need to be making about $73,000 $1,905.60 annually in order to keep it in that comfortable 15% range. And of course, this will fluctuate depending on those financing terms, as well as what percentage of your income feels comfortable to you. But to also give you some insight into how this looks over time, if you paid those same monthly expenses every month for the entire 72 months that you're financing, then in those 6 years, you would pay a total of $66,515.04 total over those 6 years for the Toyota Camry XSE. Now, to go a little bit deeper and look into some of the packages and option add-ons that are available for the Camry XSE, because realistically, people don't typically want the base model, and honestly, when you go into a dealership, it's not likely that you get a base model. They typically come with packages already installed and already marked up on the total price of the vehicle. So if we looked at some of these package options, the most basic package option that's available for the XSE is the panoramic glass roof with front power tilt slide moonroof, which does also take away the sunglass holder if that's important to you. But this upgrade alone adds an additional $1,330 to the overall cost of the Camry XSE. Then there's also the Premium Plus package, which is the highest package option that you can get for the XSE, but that includes the same panoramic glass roof as the previous package, as well as a 9-speaker JBL premium audio system, ventilated front seats, a 10-inch head-up display, digital key capabilities, traffic jam assist, front cross traffic alert, lane change assist, a panoramic view monitor, front and rear parking assist with automatic braking, rear cross traffic tracking, and driver monitor camera. And for those things to be added to the vehicle, this package costs an additional $4,075. Now, I feel like a lot of people would assume that a lot of these features already come standard with the vehicle, included with the base price, because that's typically how we see it shown on videos and commercials. So I feel like it can be a bit confusing, and just want to clarify the difference of what these package upgrades actually look like when you go to the lot and you get a vehicle that has all the features that you want, but the price is much higher than what you originally saw in other instances. And just to show you some of the small things that you typically would probably want in a vehicle, but may not realize that they are actually an additional cost and are not included in that base price. Say you wanted the all-weather floor mats that aren't just carpet. For the Camry XSE, that's an additional $309. And even if you got just the basic carpet floor mats, that's an additional $189. Mud guards are an additional $150. The black emblem overlays, which I often see are already added to the vehicle, those are an additional $89. And paint protection film just on the hood, fenders, side mirror, and door cups is an additional $439. Now again, this is just to add some additional insight as to how much each of these packages and upgrades and features actually cost that aren't actually included in the base price. Now, all of this poses the question of, is the 2025 Toyota Camry worth the price for everything that it offers? Now, of course, you'll have to decide if a mid-size car is something that fits your needs or fits what you're looking for, while also considering the gas mileage, because again, this does only come in a hybrid engine option. And you'll also need to consider the fact that this is a 2025 model and all of the features that come standard for the Toyota Camry, as well as any packages or options that are included in the options that are available to you. And keep in mind that for the examples and the prices that we've looked at, that is for the highest trim level, and there are 3 other trim levels below that that are at a lower price, of course, so that has to be considered as well if you're not actually looking for the XSE and maybe wanted to go for the LE or SE that will come with less standard features, but will be a lower price point. But let me know in the comments below, do you think that the all-new 2025 Toyota Camry is worth the price? And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next.